Well, now we bring you to our first guest, Stephanie Newby. She runs the fourth largest angel forum in the country. She spent 20 years as an executive on Wall Street, mostly at JP Morgan, running a few of their top businesses. She founded Golden Seeds in 2004. We are so pleased to have you here on Money Moves, Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming in. I want to talk about all the different parts of Golden Seeds. There is an educational arm, the Academy. There is a PE arm. There is a VC arm, and there is the Angel Network. How do all of these activities work together?
Well, we think of ourselves as a hybrid investment firm, which is dedicated to delivering above-market returns through the empowerment of women entrepreneurs and the people who invest in them. So our Angel Network, which is, as you mentioned, the fourth largest in the country and the third largest last year in terms of deals done as well, works side by side with the partners in the venture capital funds for our investments.
Now, we mentioned your background, Stephanie. I mean, global head of futures and options. I'm not going to go through all of your CV. Head of international private banking, COO of global equities. These are just the few of the titles. How did your experience on Wall Street help you found Golden Seeds in 2004?
Well, one of the ones you didn't mention was that I was on the founding diversity steering committee at JP Morgan back in 1994. And after about 4 years of working on that, I realized that we weren't going to change very much. And unfortunately, since then, we've seen even the numbers of women managing directors decline on Wall Street. So this is an attempt to try to get more companies with cultures in them, with women at the top, that can have sustainable careers at the top, so that they'll create a culture that will enable women to have great places to work.
I've read somewhere in the charter that Golden Seeds will not have more than 15% men until Wall Street has more than 15% women. Is that true?
As soon as their numbers improve, so will ours.
Okay, that makes sense. But in the meantime, I have to point out with your VC funds, of which you have two now, and I know are considering raising a third or starting a third fund. I mean, you're in the top quartile as far as the results go.
That's right.
How have you chosen your portfolio companies?
Well, we're early stage investors, and that's a reason for doing it, because the returns are higher in the early stage than in later stage.
It just makes it more difficult to pick, though, obviously.
More difficult to pick. There are a lot more to choose from. So you've got to have a very, very good screening process. You've got to have good proprietary deal flow, and that's where the female element helps us, because what we're really investing is diverse management teams, and a lot of research demonstrates that diversity does produce higher returns. I actually collect all this data. I've got a big library of it now. We're proving it out ourselves.
I thought you were going to say it helps the network just because women are chattier, but maybe that's just me and has nothing to do with being a woman.
Well, we won't ever generalize, so right, I'm not commenting on that one.
That's right. I can assure you I'm chatty, probably would be so no matter which gender I were.